and they were talking about how they've tried to lose weight for a long time now. And just last week, I was talking to another friend, and they said that they had a YouTube channel, but it never really generated anything. And I said, "Well, how many videos did you do a week?" "Oh, I didn't do a certain number of videos every week. I just did, whenever I felt like it." And I can say, and this is not coming from me being a smartass, this is coming from me having learned this the hard way, that there is one, I wouldn't say it's a secret, but let's just call it a secret for the click worthiness of it. It's one of the very, very big secrets about from um, people who are super rich, people who are happy in their relationships, people who are feeling good about themselves, people who are uh, successful in every area of life. There is one secret that they all have in common, 100%. And this is the reason why I am not a millionaire already. I'm just now learning in my life that consistency. Consistency is key. If you want to lose weight, if you want to build a business, if you want to make great deep friendships, if you want your relationship to succeed and you're in couples counseling, persistence is the key. You have to decide, I'm going to do this for at least a year. So our brain is geared, you know me, I've been a psychotherapist for like 20 years, 30 years, and our brain is not geared to understand and work with long-term goals. So it's not very good at going, oh, okay, I have to eat broccoli every day and only drink water and give up sugar and wheat for a whole year. No problem, that's what I'm gonna do. The brain goes, no, we're gonna die, I can't do that. And the same when you're creating a YouTube channel to make money, get monetized, and do affiliate marketing. If you tell your brain we're going to do this every day for a year, or every week for a year, or we have to keep going for a year, your brain will go, oh no, we're stuck. I can't do that. I can't keep my motivation for that long. But consistency is key, so we have to crack that nut somehow. How do we stay consistent even when our brain is not geared for consistency? And I've always said, no, I don't care about consistency. I just want to do whatever I want when I feel like it and have fun with it. And that's just not how it works if we have a goal and we want to pursue it. So, so here's what to do. Normally, if you have a job, you know that you have to be there at 8 or 9 in the morning or whenever you are scheduled to be at your job. And you will do that because you know that your whole situation, your life situation depends on it. You probably brush your teeth every morning as one of the first things, right? You brush your teeth in the evening. You do your dishes when you're done eating. There are signs in your life, things that you are doing where you are consistent. There are things that you do every day. You get up from bed and you get dressed and you go do whatever. You go for a walk or something. You do exercise or you do something every day. So you do already have the ability to be consistent. Yay! It's in there. It's a skill you already have. So what you do is you trick your brain, and you can do this in a number of ways. You can trick your brain to be consistent by tying your actions to something that you find funny or interesting. So I really love doing this work with Faceless YouTube channels. I absolutely love it. I've never had this much fun doing it. And that alone keeps me going, and that alone keeps me consistent. Sometimes I actually have to tell myself, okay, today we are working 8 hours and no more, then I'm taking time off because I could just sit at the computer and do videos all day. So this is about the mindset. So telling yourself, oh no, now I have to do this again, and oh, it's so boring. Well, if it's boring for you, maybe it's not the right thing. If you're fired up by what you're doing, then it's easy to be consistent, right? So one thing you can do is you can tell yourself, well, let's take cleaning. I hate cleaning. I absolutely loathe and despise cleaning, but I have to do it sometimes. Mostly I'm staying at places where there's cleaners. Thank you, universe. But sometimes I have to clean. And then when I do, I'll put on some music and I'll go, oh, I get to clean my house. I am so excited. Oh, I love that I'm cleaning my house and I'm gonna love it so much. So I'm tricking my brain with my words and my facial expressions and my body going, yay, we're cleaning. I'm tricking it to think that this is something I like. And when it's something I like, I will be motivated to do it. So that's one way of tricking the brain to be consistent. The other method that I really, really like is put it in your calendar. You have a paper calendar or an online calendar. If you don't get one, it's really helpful to have a calendar. So put it in your calendar that I have to work. I normally say I work on my channels 1 day a week. Now I have 4 channels. I know, I sometimes go a little overboard. So if you have 1 channel, put aside 1 hour or 2 hours a week to work on it. If you have more, put on some time in your calendar, and it cannot be changed. Because if you were going to work, you can't just say, oh wait, there's a friend of mine who has a birthday, so I can't go to work that day. That's not how it works. Put it in your calendar and go, this time slot every week is sacred. It cannot be changed. I can have no excuses for doing this work. And I love it. I love that I have done this for myself. I have made myself and my growth and my work important enough to say, this time slot every week is mine to do this work, and I am not going to change it for anything or anyone. Just like if it was a paid job you go to, because this is a paid job. It will be a paid job. When you are consistent, you will succeed in making this a paid job. Okay? I hope this makes sense. I hope it's helpful for you. If it's not helpful, tell me in the comments what you need, or tell me if it's helpful as well. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your input, and I appreciate that you are here doing this work with me, and we're doing it together. So go, 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 go. You got this. I got this, and we'll do it together. Take care. Bye.